and 18. And before I start interviewing how my day yesterday went, I will start with the quote of the day. And I just said that as a filler because I was opening up the quote. Don't regret anything you do, because in the end, it makes you who you are. So what is it that I don't regret doing yesterday? First of all, when I woke up, I got audio messages from Eleanor, and she expressed what was going on inside of her thoughts and feelings, and I listened to them even prior to doing my morning routine, which is something that is a bit atypical, unusual for me. But I was very curious what it is about, and so I did that, and I also then reacted by recording my thoughts and reactions equally as an audio file, and I sent it to her. The sending was something that I actually had challenges. I noticed that the file was too large to send it with Facebook, too large to send it with Messenger. Then I tried Slack, but that took ages and didn't really work out. So in the end, I used Google Drive to share that, and that worked very easily. And after that, I did my morning routine. Then later on, I spent time together with Corinna starting the Co-Tactical, so the tactical meeting for Colegent. And as part of that, then Corinna had a fixed timeline, and I'm pointing over there because that's where she's sitting. And then she left for work, and I continued the tactical, and I went into renaming all the roles, getting the documentation to be consistent, using the new old co-prefix, because initially when I named the project, when I used co and legend with a capital L, for me the co was a prefix, and then somehow along the way, by listening to feedback, I accepted the idea of maybe it's better because I saw that I got a majority feedback, which was not a big sample, but back then it was enough for me to rename it to be co-legend one word. And now I'm going back to co as a prefix and legend. And for me, these are two separate meanings. And together, I really also like the result. And I like how if I'm referring to co-legend internal things, then I can just, or like co-legend world aspects, then I'll, for instance, the tactical, or I can just call them co-tactical, and that's very easy for me to do. And I immediately know what it is. And if I Google, if I search, I want to say Google, if I search my own the collection of my documents locally on my hard drive or in Google Drive or something like that, it's very easy for me to find only the co-legend related things, because if I search for roles, it's very different than searching for co-roles. Which is the next thing, the renaming of the two things, the co-roles and the co-documentation. And then I did that for a very long time, also updating the documentation, linking one document to another, linking the co-app roles, doing it again, linking the co-app roles to the documentation concepts that are attached mentally to the role. So if the role is actually representing a part of Colegent, what I now call the section. So there's like the office section in the co-app, and then the office leader role, or office leader co-role, that has a link to that documentation. So, and then I went playing table tennis, and I tried out my new rubbers, and I'm very happy. I initially, the downside that I was prepared mentally already for, was that I might not be able to control the ball very well. And that was only slightly the case in the beginning, but towards the end, I thought I have a good control over the ball. I can still have precise placement. And also my backspins with the new my new black rubber, which is the Blue Storm, they're very consistent, and I have good control over height and length. And even so, I think it's better than before because I get the added spin at the end of it. So I'm happier with this rubber on the backhand side than I was with my older rubber, and the same is true for the front side. So super happy when it comes to my table tennis game. And then I went getting some groceries together with Corinna, and we kept talking while doing that. And then we prepared for the codebook event, which was actually supposed to be happening today, but we had a last minute cancellation. Elena um, wrote me, and so we decided we'd do something else now. And I will, when it comes to the codebooks, I will focus on continuing the concept and creating the backend for it, because there's quite some front and back end involved in what I want to, how I want to provide value with it. And that's what I did yesterday. And for today, I want to focus on two things, which is one, the continuing the clear co-roles document, the co-roles definitions, and the second, continuing my work, and I will do that later on in the day, to work on the concept, the correlation concept. And that is a very broad topic for me, so I want to take a look which piece specifically. And one of the steps that I want to do is I want to start documenting the products and services in the correlation realm. And this is something I also blocked time for today. And there's multiple things like continuing the capital that I have on my agenda, but these are the two things that I want to focus on. And that's it from my side. I wish you a legendary day. If you have some feedback, as always, I'd love to hear it. And I want to remind you that from my perspective, the best is yet to come.